Alright, this is a second part. Now I've drawn and traced the bird into the foam core. Then after I traced the toucan into the foam core, I had to go back into the foam core and draw again, making really deep grooves so that the ink won't get inside the grooves and you have a nice print. So the children have to really use their muscles. Now you may get hand cramps, but that's just part of the deal. So you're making your print, I'm really pressing down into those grooves, getting them really deep so that I can feel them, every line, with my eyes shut. So let me check this, and then the second part is you'll have a printing station at the back of the class or wherever, and it'll be lined with newspaper, a plate for putting ink on, ink, a roller, and a burnishing spoon. So you need these at your printing table with newspaper lining it. Then the students, when they're done, they get an apron on and start to learn the printmaking process. So this is called monoprint because it's one, but you can actually keep the print, wash it off, or let it dry and flake off the ink and use it over and over again. Okay, so here we go. So I'm a student. I just came to the print station. I have my apron on. The first thing I do is I roll some ink onto the plate. This is Speedball water-soluble ink, non-toxic. And I roll, and plates are good because it gives them more room to roll than and you can throw them away instead of having to wash them after class. So the only thing you have to wash after class are the brayers to keep them in good shape. So I'm going to try to get some of this ink off. I'll blot a little off here just to get the excess off. And then I roll the ink onto, let me see if you can see the picture. I'm going to roll the ink evenly onto the foam core. You can see my bird now. And if you can see those marks as white, then you've done a good job. If the students did not get the marks deep enough, you can recarve them while the ink is wet. So I'll show you how to do that. Say let me get this edge here. I'm trying to get this nice and even. Okay, let's pretend I didn't have enough ink in one of my lines. What I do is I go back in and clean it out. Then I take a piece of construction paper that is cut the same size as the foam core, lay it down. I help the students by centering it onto the paper very carefully because it can move. And then I burnish with a spoon. So they're learning new terminology too. So I'm burnishing, and I'm not centered on this, but I'm just giving you an idea what it's going to look like. So I'm going to burnish this until I feel that it's all stuck on the other side. All the ink has gotten onto the construction paper. And for the younger kids especially, I hold it while they're burnishing, so it's to make sure the foam core doesn't slip and smear. So it's real important to keep this really, really in the same place during the printing process. And then I can press down. Sometimes it's good for the teachers to help by pressing down to make sure there's a lot of pressure on the print. Get all the way around. Kids tend to forget about the outside part of the picture, and then pull it apart for a print. It's that simple. And you can use it over and over again. And do not make the mistake of letting the ink sit out too long on the foam, or you won't get enough on your paper. So this is the printmaking part of the toucan. Let me see if I can get that in the camera. And here's another one I did in class. So you can use these over and over again. And cleanup's real easy. You throw away your plates, roll up your newspaper, and then you wash your rollers. And that is it. And I also, wait a minute, one more thing. I have the kids take home on a clean newspaper. They can carry their prints like this. Put this inside the newspaper, and then put their print on top and carry it home. So that's it for printmaking.